Hi, I hope everybody's having a great day. I rushed home. I'm like super casual today because it's been a crazy work week. I have like 15 minutes at home real fast that I just could not wait to record this. I've been really excited and passionate about, the different episodes that I've done, but I don't know if there's one I'm more pumped than this one. I mean, it's a new passage the Lord recently highlighted to me, and I am so geeked out to share it with you guys. So, I've told you before that I a lot of times listen to the audio Bible when I'm going to sleep. Well, I did that last night, and I wake up at this one part from it's 2 Samuel, and it's 16, and I want to share it with you guys and just tell you a little backstory because I'm not going to read the whole thing. But basically, this guy is cursing King David. And one of King David's men was like, bro, I'm going to go chop this dude's head off. Let me at him. And King David, this is his response. And this is actually right when I woke up. And so I want to read it to you guys and tell you what the Lord was showing me. So it's 2 Samuel, it's 16, and it starts in verse 11. And King David says to all of his servants, my own son is trying to kill me. Doesn't this relative of Saul have even more reason to do so? Leave him alone and let him curse. For the Lord told him to do it. Y'all, King David is saying, for the Lord told him to do it. And perhaps the Lord will see that I'm being wronged and will bless me because of these curses today. So David and his men continued down the road. And I don't know how to say this word. I'm just going to say it. Shimei kept pace with them on a nearby hillside, cursing and throwing stones and dirt at David. So I wake up and I hear this and I'm like, wait, hold up. I like grabbed my phone. I'm like, okay, we need to rewind this. I need to hear this again. Because never in my life, like we all have haters and we're like, oh, the enemy's coming after us. But David's response right here in 2 Samuel 16 says, for the Lord has told him to do it. You guys, what if God is bringing our haters? And I love the compassion that David shows. Like, it makes me want to weep. Like, when I sat there and just took it in, like, I had to keep listening to it. And then I had to reread it over and over because I was so shook by this. That the compassion he says, my own son is trying to kill me. Doesn't this relative of Saul have even more reason to do so? Do you hear his heart of compassion for his haters? Jesus talks about blessing those that curse you and blessing our enemies. And sometimes that's really, really hard to do. And we can feel like, man, we're under persecution. But the word the Lord gave me after I kept reading this today, just like David, I want to have a heart like David. David was a man after God's own heart, that you could hear the brokenness over this man who was throwing rocks and stones and cursing him. And he said, okay, perhaps the Lord will see that I'm being wronged and bless me because of these curses today. He's like, okay, God, where's my upgrade? Like, I'm going to keep this path. And so the guys just keep on walking. And this guy, Shimei, he's just throwing stones and dirt and continuing to curse. And they just keep their head. I can just see King David. Lord, bless those that curse you. And you can hear his heart of compassion even for this man that is being so ugly towards him. And I want to challenge you guys with a thought the Lord was challenging me in. What if, just like David said, the Lord has told him to do it? What if the Lord brings haters in our lives because he wants to bring out opportunities for us to bless those that curse us, for us to trust that the Lord will defend us, trust that the Lord not only will do those things, but he says, perhaps the Lord will see I'm being wronged and bless me. So what upgrade does God have for you today? And so I want to encourage you with that. If you're going through a season of persecution, if you're being slandered, if something is happening in your life, what upgrade does God want to do in your life? And how can we pray for those like King David did? How can we humbly understand that we don't know what they're walking through, just like David said? And so that's my challenge for today. And I actually have a follow-up that I'm hoping I'll do in the next few days to this. But let's believe that God is going to use the haters in our lives to grow us and make us more Christ-like. And so I wanted to encourage you with that today, y'all. My friend knows I was freaking out even when I got to work to tell them about this deep revelation the Lord was giving me. So I hope it encourages somebody today. And if you're going through it, in fact, I was with a friend just recently, 2 nights ago at a restaurant. We were at Frank's Pizza, and this little cutie patootie, she's a new recording artist. She was out there and she wrote a song for all the haters on her YouTube, and she combined all the hate stuff and made a song out of it. And sometimes we just gotta laugh, and we gotta love our haters, and we need to not allow the haters to stop us from the calling that God's placed on our lives. And how can we bless them? How can we laugh it off? And how can we ask the Lord, what are you doing? Because perhaps God caused them to do that. Who knows? That makes no sense to me, but only God. God can use all things in our life for his kingdom purposes. So anyways, that wrecked me and I had to share it with y'all. So I hope you guys have a great day, and let's bless those haters.